Ooh, would you still love me if I was a worm? Was possibly what Yuka Takaoka, commonly known as real-life Yandere, was thinking before going all Himiko Toga. I mean, she was a fan. I'm assuming if you clicked on this video, you probably already know what a Yandere is. But for those who don't know, Yandere is a term for someone who is very caring and loving, until it becomes a little too much, and their love turns into obsession, possessiveness, and borderline cruelty. Pun intended. No shade though. The term stems from the words yanderu, which means being mentally ill, and tere tere, which means lovey-dovey. There are many such characters in popular anime. Honorable mentions include Yuno Kasai from Mirai Nikki, Lucy from Elfen Lied, and Sato from Happy Sugar Life. Although the term got its popularity from Kotonoha Katsura from the 2005 visual novel School Days. Back to Yuka though. She loved cosplaying as a hobby next to her job as a manager in a girls' hostess bar, a bar in which girls get paid to entertain men. It was located in Kabukicho, a red light district, aka Nemuranai Machi, meaning sleepless town in the north part of Tokyo's Shinjuku district. It was also where Fusion by Youth nightclub was located, the place in which 21-year-old Yuka met Runa, otherwise known as Luna Phoenix, in October 2018, while others say April 2019. Luna worked there as a host. Hosts are paid handsomely to entertain women with their charm and stories. As an attractive young man who had become homeless, he decided to use his looks to his advantage and earn some money. Since Yuka felt comfortable with such bars and because she worked long hours, this was the easiest and most efficient way for her to meet a man. She instantly became infatuated with Luna, paying him a lot of money for his service and appearing fairly often at the club, which made her a regular customer of his. Host club rules prohibit employees from engaging with customers outside of the club. Luna broke that rule and would meet up with Yuka separately from his work, going to cat cafes together, watching movies, and sometimes even staying at her apartment. Luna initially thought that she gave the impression of a good girl. Now, this is where the story gets murky. On the 23rd of May 2019, Luna would visit Yuka at her house. He was held up at work, which resulted in him being late. He arrived there at 3 p.m. Some sources state that they had already been living together for 3 days, but this remains unconfirmed. From Yuka's POV, that day Luna talked about his boss recently asking him why he's spending time with her outside of work, and about having an appointment at a hair salon. He then proceeded to have sex with her and fell asleep in his boxer shorts. Because of her extreme jealousy and wanting to be with him as well for him to not be entertaining other women, she felt compelled to kill him and then herself. Another theory has been that she found pictures of him with other girls on his phone, which triggered her jealousy. I have found no concrete evidence of that online though. She took a knife that she claimed to have bought for household purposes earlier from Don Quixote, a variety store in Kabukicho, Shinjuku. She held it with both of her hands and stabbed him in the stomach as he was sleeping. Upon waking up from an odd feeling in his stomach and realizing what had happened, he tried to get up, and Yuka got on top of him to stop him. Somewhere during this moment, he said, "I love you, let's stay together forever." And she said, "I love you, so let's die together." He allegedly said, "I won't tell the police, but I'll call an ambulance." So she took away his mobile phone. Luna then supposedly proceeded to choke her up and tried to escape by running through the elevator to go to the main floor. It was there where he collapsed and Yuka found him after trying to catch up to him. This Aquarius girl got her cigarettes and phone before doing that. LOL. No Coke Zero to that? Pity, that's a tasty combo. Anyway, later on, the police found her next to Luna's collapsed bloody body, smoking and talking on the phone. It has been said that another woman called the police, but based on Yuka's statement, she was the one who did it because she felt bad. Yuka was arrested and Luna was rushed to the hospital, where he stayed in a coma for 5 days, but eventually made a full recovery. He survived. Now with a cross scar on his belly, his return to the club has been marked with great success. I mean, makes sense, scars are hot. Later on, a textbook was found in her possession. In it, she had written "ski," which means "I like you" in Japanese, countless times. By the way, remember how I said the story was murky though? Well, Luna gave an interview after exiting the hospital, and from his POV, that day he was supposed to meet her there to help her clean up the apartment. He just ended up not doing it, took a shower instead, and fell asleep. Neither party has confirmed being together though as a couple, although there have been rumors about her stabbing him because he cheated on her, either by finding pictures on his phone while he was in the bathroom, or by pure speculation on her part because he was a host and that just was enough to be considered cheating? I don't know. These statements have come from different sources though, and not explicitly stated by Yuka or Luna. The only thing mentioned that could corroborate such rumors is Luna stating, "I do not hold a grudge. I think there was a reason for her to stab me. It was also thanks to her that I was able to achieve the sales that I did in less than a year since I became a host." I think this should go without saying that no one deserves to be stabbed. I do not know what reason this could be alluding to, and I wasn't able to find his official quote to see if it was mistranslated. I mean, there was a reason for her to stab me? Seems like this implies indeed cheating, even though again cheating is bad, it does not qualify as an excuse to stab someone. So if it alludes to that, that's an odd statement in my opinion. The other thing I think it could imply is probably mental health issues, but again, that still shouldn't justify it. That's the main reason I think this has been a misinterpretation of his initial statement. During the interview, he was also asked about that lovey-dovey moment they had. When he said he loved her, he claimed, "There is a reason for that. I thought that I would die if I got stabbed anymore, and I wanted to call an ambulance. I knew she liked me, so I thought it would stop if I said that." Poor fella. So, where are they now? Well, I generally try to find more information on him and his workplace, besides what I mentioned from the interview. But most articles showed a Twitter aka X account that I doubt is his, although at some point in the beginning, it seems that the user pretended to be him. The first tweets were related to the crime, which since then seem to have been deleted. I have censored out some identifiable info, but I kinda doubt that Luna would be retweeting tweets about, gooning. I mean, everything is possible, but I don't know. I doubt it. Plus, this account was only following one other account of a random young American girl. So yes, it seems like there has been plenty of misinformation spread by news outlets, running this account statement as Luna's. But I hope and I truly think I sorted everything out correctly to give you most of the facts from both sides. As for Yuka, she seems to be doing fantastic. After being trialed and found guilty in December 2019, she was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. Even before the trial, she seemed to have reached a settlement with Luna for 5 million yen. That would approximately be 40,000 USD. Yuka was released in 2023 at some point and is now living her best life online. Live streaming, posting on Instagram, YouTube, and basically any social media she can get her hands on. There are plenty of videos of her dancing and playing games. Adding to that, she has acquired quite a lot of loving followers from this debacle that cheer her on in the comments. I'm not gonna comment on that. Just gonna say, no, you can't fix her. Calm down, Edger. In conclusion, people have connected this crime to Yandere characters from anime and manga. That's why Yuka Takaoka has been deemed the real-life Yandere by others. What do you think? Does life imitate art? Could idealizing such characters cause real-life consequences? Do people sometimes draw inspiration from fictional personalities so much that it ends up affecting their identity? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. It's been Hikiko, and until next time, I'll be chilling in the Mori.